Hey everyone, welcome to the channel where we love to talk about movies. Today we're going to talk about House Party. I saw this yesterday at the theater, so I'm just going to share my thoughts on it. And to begin, we'll start with the synopsis from IMDb. From New Line Cinema comes your VIP tickets into the hottest event of the year. House Party, the remix to the fan favorite 90s classic. So that doesn't really tell you much about anything unless you're familiar with the 90s classic, which I didn't even know was a thing until I read this synopsis here. So basically, this is just about a couple guys who throw a party at the house of LeBron James, and while he's like out of town, and yeah, that's basically what it's about. So, just gonna share my thoughts on the film and let you know what I think, whether or not I recommend it, and that sort of a thing. So, I, this film was surprisingly better than I thought it would be, but not by much. I had basically no expectations going into this. I saw it was at like 30% on Rotten Tomatoes, and it didn't really look like my type of movie, not really my sort of atmosphere or my sort of humor. And that all kind of remained true. Like, I'm not huge into parties or like a club atmosphere or anything like that. So sitting through the film, that's a large part of it, and I don't necessarily feel the most comfortable in that sort of an atmosphere. And that kind of, yeah, was true for the movie. So it's not like my favorite place to be, and it's not my favorite place to be while watching like in a movie either. And I'm also not like super up to date on a ton of pop culture, so like, which is, yeah, a little embarrassing to admit. But most of the people, like if you're looking through the credits and it's like this person played by herself or himself, I like all the people that are recognizable in the movie. I barely recognized any of them, so I assume the movie would be a bit more enjoyable if you are actually familiar with those people. I'm sure some of the comedy lands more, but it didn't necessarily land on me for that. So things like that just made it not really a movie for me. What was surprising was kind of the story beats that they have woven through there. Like they actually give the characters some motivation. They're not just trying to throw a party to have fun. They actually, yeah, have a reason for doing that. And so you're kind of rooting for them, although it was very hard for me because I also generally follow the rules and that sort of a thing. So I can't even like imagine just like throwing a party at somebody else's house without their permission. Is just, yeah. I'm no fun that way. I don't certainly, but that's just me, and so that shapes how I enjoy a movie like this. But yeah, it did surprisingly have a bit more character and story than I was expecting. Not enough to make it like a good movie or one that I would recommend. This is definitely a solid C for me, which means it's just okay. It's not a bad movie. I wouldn't say don't, like, absolutely don't go see this, but it didn't do enough for me to actually recommend it and say, yeah, if you're looking for something to watch, you should go see this. Um, Not to say that I didn't laugh throughout it, but yeah, that's kind of my take on it. I thought that, yeah, overall it was fun enough, but it didn't really do anything special, and I think ultimately it's going to be a pretty forgettable movie for me. But if you've had a chance to see it though, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. If you found it, like, how funny did you find it? I found it, yeah, kind of mildly funny. Here and there I laughed, but not overall. So yeah, if you enjoyed this review, be sure to smash the like button and subscribe if you like staying up to date on movie reviews. And with that, we will see you in the next video.